Very often, I recommend my clients, students also to be Satvic. This I believe, right? Being Satvic is a great remedy, in fact. You know, there are questions, right? We worship, why we are not getting the result? We are doing good karmas, why we are not getting the result? Probably it is because that one is not Satvic. Being Satvic is remedy for almost everything. You must have heard about spiritual people, right? As in they get free from astrological impacts and all, which is not entirely true. But the point is that if someone is not Satvic, like if they are Rajasic or Tamasic, then even small astrological combinations trouble them a lot. So even even small bad transits and all create much issues to them. On the other hand, if someone is Satvic, then big issues create them trouble, but smaller issues, smaller problems do not create much issues to them. Little bit disturbance, etc. It will create, but not otherwise. So the basic point is that one have to be Satvic. Being Satvic is a great remedy in itself. So what is Satvic and how to become Satvic is the point. Like if you do spiritual activities without being Satvic, it is generally not right useful to the maximum. Worship, etc. done by non-Satvic people is not that beneficial to them. So keeping that in mind, one have to be Satvic. That's the basic point. See, Satvic people, everyone have attachment towards something in life. Satvic person is also attached by happiness. So Satvic, sorry. So Satvic person is happy and they are attached by happiness. They are very much motivated by that happiness. They are motivated by enjoyment and they are also motivated by knowledge, right? This is the type of motivation that the Satvic person have. So say if someone is doing something because they will get knowledge out of it, or someone is doing something because they enjoy it, someone is doing something because they get happiness out of it, then you can say it is Satvic. One thing is there that you see someone can have only one trait. So if you have the predominantly Satvic trait, then Rajasic and Tamasic traits are not there. And even if it is there, then as you continue to be more Satvic, it will decrease. That's the basic point. Right? So even if you are not Satvic, that's not the point. I'm going to tell you the traits for Satvic people. You can start applying them. And according to me, being Satvic is the best astrological remedy. And as I have told you, small issues such as bad transit, etc., do not disturb you much, and efforts that you do, worship, donations, etc., leads to more result. Without the person being Satvic, then it is like not good at all. Right? Sattva, as the person becomes more and more Satvic, they get knowledge also. Here, knowledge is not information. Knowledge as in, like being able to see the future. To know if I do this, this will happen, and that actually happens. This is knowledge, which you get when you become Satvic. It is also believed that person who have lived a Satvic life, after death, they go to heavens, etc., and become gods. Right. So this is also good, as in it does not lead you to emancipation. For emancipation, you have to be free from all Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. But Rajas at least gives you a good life. Rajas person generally, Satvic person generally worship gods. Right. So you see, this opinion is there. See, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna will tell you that those who are Satvic, they worship me and they worship the Supreme Brahman. Those who are Rajasic, they worship others, Pitrus and other deities for their fulfillment of wishes and desires, and Tamasic people worship ghosts and goblins. So those who are Satvic, that should worship a god, keeping with the approach that this is the Supreme Godhead. They should have the approach of realization of God, rather than worshipping God for fulfillment of petty wishes and desires, which is more or less Rajasic. If one is Satvic, it also makes one very healthy. So health-related issues also, being Satvic is a good remedy. In fact, a Satvic person have lightness in all of their body parts. Right? Satvic person generally will not have lethargy. And generally, Satvic people do not suffer from, there are many problems which happen because of stressed body parts, as in blockage of veins, etc. These things do not happen to Satvic people. Right? This have to be understood. Satvic food is very important, right? Because the type of food that you eat It makes you a type of person. So Sattvic food is that food which increases longevity, right? Food which is known to increase longevity, as in fruits, etc. Foods which increase the strength, as in if you eat pickle do not increase the strength, right? So pickle is not a Sattvic food. Sattvic food is that food which gives health, such as fruits, etc. Sattvic food is that food which gives happiness. Sattvic food is that food which makes you cheerful. As in, you notice if you eat a lot, then after eating you feel lazy, sleepy, etc. Right? So it's non-sattvic. Sattvic food is that food which is moist, food which is smooth, food which is non-volatile, as in food which is fixed, and food which is agreeable to the person, food which the person likes. Eating such food increases the sattvic traits, and with the increase of the sattvic traits, the good result of sattva over health, that is giving a lightness in body parts, and that is, making the person have long life and all happens. Certainly, non-vegetarian food, alcohol, etc., is considered tamasic, rajasic foods and should not be considered as sattvic foods as such. When you do something, fire, sacrifice, yajna, etc., a sattvic person will do it without the desire of any result. So they will not do it like, I will do this, I will get this out of that. They will just do it for the satisfaction, satiation of God. It is done with the understanding that doing yajna is our duty. And it is done as per what is told in the Shastras, and with 100% concentration of mind, right? So a sattvic person, when they do something, they will be 100% into that only. They will not be thinking of other things. While doing something, they will take care of proper rules and regulations and all. So someone who starts worshipping or doing a remedy just as per their thinking and their understanding is non-sattvic. And while doing these activities such as fire, sacrifice, worship, etc., they do it with this approach that doing this is my duty. It's not like, by doing this, I am doing something good. This should not be understood. Any mental, physical, or speech-based penance, if they do mentally, physically, orally, if they do good to someone, say good things to someone, etc., then they do it without expectation of any result, right? So they do it just because it's our duty. It's not like you are talking good to someone because you have expectation that they will give me something, I will get some favor, etc. This is rajasic, right? So sattvic is that you are motivating someone or you are saying good things to someone because this is what you should do as an individual, not because you are expecting something out of it. While donation is very important, right? And in the case of donation, I will always say that sattvic donation is always very good, though all type of donation lead to result. But sattvic donations make you godly also in this life and after this life also. So sattvic donation is done keeping in mind that giving donation is the righteous thing. And while giving donation, one have to keep in mind that I am giving donation to the right person at right time, at right place, to a non-requiting person. So there are few things into it. I am giving donation to right person as in the person deserves it and the person needs it. This point is to be there. At right point of time for donation, Amavasya, Purnima, Sankranti, right? The nakshatra that you are born in, the tithi, etc. that you are born in, it is good. So that's the right time. Right places, pilgrimage, etc. And you say like donation of blanket in a cold area, donation of fan, cooler in a hot area is the right place, right? Because donation of cooler, etc. in a cold area is not that useful, right? So keeping that in mind, a particular type of donation needs to be done. And while doing the donation, you have to keep in mind that doing donation is the righteous thing. That's why I'm doing it. And it should not be like, like by making donation, I'm doing some great favor to the person, as in this should not be the case. In fact, when you make donation, keeping this in mind that, okay, I am donating this right now, I will get name, fame, status out of it, people will see me, or I am donating to him right now, at later point of time, he will come to my help, he will come to my rescue. All this type of donation is rajasic, tamasic donation, is not a sattvic donation at all. When you sacrifice something, a sattvic person will keep in mind that, okay, this sacrifice is my responsibility. This sacrifice is my duty. Because I am a human and I am responsible towards society and others, so I will have to do it. And the sattvic person is not attached to the result that, that I will do this donation, this person will be happy and they will do some benefit to me, or I will do this donation, people will see, they will see me as a very good person and all. This is not the trait or this is not the tendency in the mind of a Sattvic person. This you have to keep in mind. While doing anything, any type of karma, Sattvic person do not hate what they don't like. So if something needs to be done, they do it whether they like it or not. Neither they become attached with what they like. So it's not like if I like something, I will keep on doing it that only and I will ignore the other aspects of the work. They do not do it. While doing the karma, they are free of doubt, right? So they are never doubtful regarding whether I should do it or whether I should not do it. I often say to my clients that once make a decision and stay firm on that decision. Don't keep on thinking as, if I have done the right thing or not, right? This is how one should do the karma, Sattvic way to do it. While doing the karma, one should be non-egoistic also. As in the person should not think only I can do it, no one else can do it, etc. This thing should not be there. One should be firm from the start to finish that I have started it, I have to finish it. They should have no flinching of thought as such. And they should be excited about doing the karma as well. They should not be non-excited. Even if they become non-excited, they should think that it is my responsibility. I have to do it with full enthusiasm. It's not like you have just finished it for the sake of finishing it. And also while doing the karma, one should not be worried about whether I will be successful into it or not. Right? So they should do it without thinking of success or failure either ways. While looking at people, they have this Sattvic person have this particular tendency that everyone is Brahman only. We and everyone are the same, the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam approach. And should not think, that I am superior, he is inferior, I am white, he is black, etc. Such approach should not be there. The basic one. This approach should not be there. Right? Any type of demarcation, discrimination, etc. Such things should not be there. Right? The basic point. Sattvic person, particularly as per their capacity, well knows that what can be done, what cannot be done. So they do not overestimate that because I am doing it, I can do anything. Right? Or they do not underestimate regarding I cannot do anything. So they will know their capacity. They will know their tendency and they will know that I can do this or I cannot do this. Right? That point is also there. Right? They also know whom to be afraid of and whom not to be afraid of. As in they know that we have to be afraid of dharma, God, afterlife, but they are not afraid of other people. There is something which is highly praised in the Shastras, which is known as Tej. Tej is like under bad situation, under the influence of bad people, you will not give up your work. You will not be influenced by them, but you will stay firm to your goodness and your tendency, no matter how many losses it causes you. Right? So this stage Sattvic person is supposed to have. The Sattvic person, while doing things, also know that what is binding for me, what will bind my soul, what will, will be a problem in my further life. And what is pravritti which takes me deeper in this world, and what is nivritti which is going to give me benefit. So as in he will know that, okay, worship is more important because worship will give me emancipation as compared to spending time with friends, because it is pravritti only, right? This will take me deeper into this world, which is not good at all, right? So they know it. And while doing karma with this proper demarcation, they do the karma. Sattvic people keep their mind fixed, right? Keep their senses in control. And their mind and sense is into the same thing, right? So whatever they are doing, they are thinking of the same thing and all the tendencies regarding that thing only. Right? So single-headed concentration is very important, whatever we are doing. Right? And, like thoughts going some other place, we doing some other thing, doing things, with the tendency of like, let's finish it or something like that. This the Sattvic person do not have. Owing to this, they get good and bad result. They get good result only, good and best result, not bad, good and best result. Right? So this is the approach of a Sattvic person, life approach, day-to-day approach of a Sattvic person. And I always tell everyone, see, if someone have malefic influence over their ascendant, which is very normal, then one should have Sattvic approach. As I have told you in the beginning also. Any bad combination in horoscope, etc., will be best remedied through Sattvic approach. Only if you have Sattvic approach, remedies will work 100% for you. So you have to keep all of these things in mind that I have just told you. And you have to check, are you Sattvic? If you're not, then you have to be Sattvic. And only after becoming Sattvic, you can actually expect the result of all the remedies and everything that is being told. Otherwise, you cannot expect it. Right. So I'm making this video because I generally tell people, right, to be Sattvic, that's a great remedy. And there are multiple astrological combinations in which being Sattvic is the only remedy. So the video will serve as a purpose, as a reference to them also. But most importantly, in that scenario, I must have recorded the video separately and sent it to all the clients I deal with. But I have made a public video keeping this particular thing in mind, that everyone, because everyone deserve a better life, everyone deserve a good life, and at least everyone deserve effort of result of their efforts. Owing to that, I am proposing that everyone should be Satvic, so that you get the 100% optimum result of your effort. With this wish and desire in my mind, thank you.